Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Abraham Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we've got an exciting discovery to share with you that could have you rummaging through your old coin collections. What if I told you that a seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin from 1973, minted in the United States, could be worth a fortune? That's right, you heard it correctly. A coin that's usually just worth a penny might actually fetch a whopping $98,000 at auction. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the hidden value of this rare coin and reveal why it's such a hot commodity in the collector world. Now, you may be wondering, what makes this 1-cent coin from 1973 so special? It's all about the mint mark. Most of the 1-cent coins from this year were produced in large quantities and are not particularly rare on their own. However, there's a specific version of the 1973 penny that has a mint mark, the S mark, which drastically increases its value. That S stands for San Francisco, where the U.S. Mint produced certain coins during that period. This mint mark is what sets this coin apart from the rest and is what makes it so highly sought after by collectors. Why is this coin so valuable? The rarity comes down to its condition and the fact that only a few of these 1973 S minted pennies were released into circulation, making them incredibly difficult to find in good condition. While most of the 1973 pennies were produced with a regular mint mark or no mint mark at all, the S mint mark is the key to unlocking this coin's hidden worth. If you come across a 1973 penny with the S mint mark, it's important to check its condition. A coin that's been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition is especially valuable. These coins were used in everyday transactions for many years, which means they've gone through wear and tear. However, those few that were carefully stored and remain in excellent condition can bring in a hefty sum at auction. But there's even more to this story. Some of these coins have unique features and imperfections, which only add to their value. For example, certain varieties of the 1973 S penny have been discovered with distinctive characteristics, such as subtle differences in design or minting errors. These error coins are among the most valuable and are highly coveted by collectors looking for rare and one-of-a-kind pieces. A coin with a minting error could easily push its value into the six-figure range, or even beyond. As for the market value, if you happen to own one of these rare 1973 S pennies, especially in an uncirculated condition or with a minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Coins like these have been known to fetch prices in the tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, some have sold for prices as high as $98,000. Imagine holding a coin that's worth more than a house. This is what makes rare coins like the 1973 S 1 cent so fascinating. They're not just pieces of history, but potential gold mines for savvy collectors. So, if you're lucky enough to find one of these special pennies, make sure to keep it safe and get it evaluated by a professional. You never know, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Top 2. We're diving into a hidden treasure that could be lurking in your coin jar or drawer. Imagine finding a penny, a simple 1-cent coin from 1971, that's worth far more than its face value. In fact, if you have the right 1971 penny, it could be worth a staggering $92,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny from 1971 could be worth a small fortune. Stick around as we explore the fascinating story behind this incredibly valuable coin. Now, you might be thinking, a penny from 1971? How could that be worth so much? Well, the answer lies in rarity, condition, and a special feature that makes this particular coin stand out. While most 1971 pennies aren't particularly rare or valuable, there's a key factor that can elevate its worth to extraordinary heights. This rare penny isn't just any regular 1-cent coin, it's a 1971 penny with the right characteristics and minting details. In 1971, the United States Mint produced billions of pennies, but only a small number of them were struck with unique errors or variations that would later make them worth big money. What makes the 1971 penny so special is that some of these coins were minted with significant flaws or unusual characteristics, making them particularly sought after by collectors. These rare finds can cause quite a stir in the coin collecting community and, in some cases, lead to sky-high auction prices. One of the most valuable versions of the 1971 penny comes from a specific minting error that occurred during production. The error is subtle but impactful: double die error. This happens when the coin is struck multiple times by the press, resulting in a doubled image or a distorted design. On the 1971 penny, this error can be found in the lettering, making the coin easily recognizable for collectors who are in the know. This type of error is extremely rare, and because it's a mistake made during the minting process, it makes the coin even more valuable. A well-preserved, error-free penny won't fetch the same kind of price, but if you're lucky enough to find one of these double-die pennies, you could be holding on to something truly precious. Another reason these 1971 pennies are so valuable is because of their condition. As you probably know, coins that have been circulated for years often show signs of wear and tear. But a 1971 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition is a rare find. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been carefully preserved, with minimal signs of wear, and these pennies can command impressive prices on the market. When it comes to auction prices, coins like the 1971 double-die penny have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. In some cases, these rare pennies have even been sold for over $92,000. Imagine finding one of these hidden gems and discovering its true worth. It's an incredible feeling for any coin collector, especially when they realize they're holding a coin that could change their financial future. So, how can you tell if your 1971 penny is one of these valuable error coins? First, carefully examine the coin for any signs of a doubled image, especially on the word Liberty and the date itself. Look for noticeable doubling or extra lines in the lettering. If you spot any unusual characteristics, it's worth having the coin professionally graded and authenticated to determine its true value. Now, keep in mind that not every 1971 penny is worth a fortune. Most of them are still just worth 1 cent, but the rare ones with minting errors or unique features can truly set you up for a big payday. So, if you come across a 1971 penny that looks a little different from the rest, don't immediately discard it. Take a closer look, and you might just have a collector's item on your hands. To all you coin enthusiasts out there, this is a great reminder to always check your change and coin collections for hidden treasures. You never know when a simple penny could turn into a life-changing find. Top 3. This video is going to make you take a second look at that humble 1975 penny. This seemingly ordinary coin could actually hold a hidden treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Keep watching, because by the end of this video, you'll discover just how valuable this 1-cent coin from 1975 really is. The 1975 penny might not stand out at first glance, but it's actually a key year for coin collectors. While most pennies from this era are common and not worth much, a rare variety of the 1975 penny is making waves in the coin collecting world. It all has to do with a special feature that sets some of these coins apart from the rest: a minting error that can lead to a jaw-dropping value. What makes the 1975 penny so special? The key factor is the double die error. A double die occurs when a coin is struck twice, leaving behind a visible double image or a slight misalignment in the design. This error is often found in the inscriptions on the coin, such as the word Liberty or the date itself. The 1975 penny with this error is incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Since this mistake was made during the minting process, it means that only a small number of these double-die pennies were ever produced, making them a prized possession for coin collectors looking to add something unique to their collection. But that's not all. If you happen to have one of these rare 1975 double-die pennies, its value could go way beyond what you might expect. Coins that show minimal signs of wear, with the error clearly visible and well-preserved, are especially valuable. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its worth. If you find a 1975 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, you're holding onto a rare treasure that could fetch a massive price on the market. Now, you might be wondering, how much could this little penny actually be worth? The answer might shock you. Some of these rare 1975 double-die pennies have been sold at auctions for prices well into the tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, one of these coins could easily be worth $89,000. That's right, $89,000 for a single penny that you could have found in your pocket or a jar of loose change. Finding a rare coin like this is a true stroke of luck, and it's exactly why coin collectors are always on the lookout for unique pieces. When you're searching through your change or browsing through old coin collections, keep an eye out for those small but significant errors. A seemingly ordinary coin could turn into a valuable collector's item with just one mistake from the minting process. Check if your 1975 penny is one of these rare double-die coins. Carefully inspect the date and the lettering for signs of doubling or misalignment. The error is often most noticeable on the Liberty inscription, the "In God We Trust" phrase, or the date itself. If you spot any doubling in these areas, it's worth getting the coin authenticated by a professional to confirm its value. Even if your 1975 penny doesn't have any errors, it still has some historical value as part of the larger collection of US coins from the 1970s. However, those error coins, especially in great condition, are the ones that truly stand out and bring in big bucks. So, next time you go through your spare change or clean out your coin collection, remember to keep an eye out for that 1975 penny. It might look like just another coin, but with the right features and in the right condition, it could be worth a small fortune. And to wrap it up, remember the potential price of a rare 1975 double-die penny, an incredible $89,000. Top 4, we're going to take a closer look at the 1977 1-cent coin, which could be hiding a treasure worth far more than a single cent. If you've ever come across a 1977 penny and thought, "Is this worth anything?" then this video is for you. You won't believe how valuable this little coin can be, so keep watching to find out. At first glance, a 1977 penny might seem like just another common coin in the sea of pennies you find in your spare change, but in the world of rare coins, this penny is a true gem. What makes the 1977 penny so interesting to collectors? Well, it's not the year itself that makes it stand out, it's the rare varieties and the unique minting errors that have made this coin a highly sought-after collectible. One of the key factors that makes certain 1977 pennies so valuable is the double die error. This error happens when a coin is struck twice during the minting process, leaving behind a doubled image on the coin. In the case of the 1977 penny, you can often see the double strike in the inscriptions, especially on the word Liberty or in the year 1977 itself. These double-die pennies are incredibly rare, and finding one in good condition can make you a lot of money. But why is this error so important to collectors? Well, coins with minting errors like the double die are considered much more valuable than regular, unaltered coins. They are one-of-a-kind pieces that were created due to mistakes during the minting process. And because they are so rare, coin collectors will pay top dollar to get their hands on one. Now, if you have a 1977 penny and it looks a little different from the others, maybe the lettering looks a bit thicker or you notice that the date appears doubled, then you might have one of these error coins. But don't just jump to conclusions and call it valuable right away. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its worth. A 1977 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch a much higher price than one that's been heavily circulated. So, what exactly is the potential worth of this rare coin? Well, a 1977 penny with a noticeable double die error and in great condition has been known to sell for as much as $86,000. Yes, that's right, an incredible $86,000 for a single penny. Imagine finding a coin that's worth more than a brand new car or even a down payment on a house, all for a penny that most people would overlook. Now, don't get too discouraged if you don't have a 1977 penny with an error. Even without any minting mistakes, some well-preserved examples from this year can still hold a decent amount of value. But the real jackpot comes when you find that rare, error-filled coin, especially if it's one of the double die variety. And if you do happen to have one of these rarities in your possession, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded and authenticated, because its value could be much higher than you think. So, what should you be looking for when you're checking your 1977 pennies? Pay close attention to the date and the lettering, particularly the word Liberty and the number 1977. If there's any sign of doubling or misalignment in these areas, you might just be holding onto something special. It's also worth noting that the better the condition of the coin, the more it will be worth, so take care of it. Top 5, we're going to talk about one special penny from 1976 that might just be hiding a fortune. That's right, a 1976 1-cent coin could be worth a whole lot more than you think. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this penny could fetch a price that's beyond what you'd expect. You might be wondering, what makes the 1976 penny so valuable? After all, 1976 doesn't exactly scream rare coin. But there's more to this penny than meets the eye, especially if you're lucky enough to have one with certain unique features or minting errors. While most of the 1976 pennies are worth their standard face value, there are a few very special coins from this year that have caught the attention of collectors and could bring in some serious cash. One of the key reasons why certain 1976 pennies are so valuable is because of the unique errors that occurred during the minting process. A double die error is one of the most desirable flaws for coin collectors. This happens when a coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled. If you have a 1976 penny with a double die error, you could be holding onto a rare treasure. The most common places to see this doubling are in the inscriptions, like Liberty or the date, 1976. These doubled features make the coin highly sought after by collectors, who are always on the lookout for these mistakes from the mint. But it doesn't stop there. The condition of the coin is just as important as the error itself. Most pennies that were minted in 1976 were circulated for years, leading to scratches, discoloration, and other signs of wear. However, a 1976 penny that has remained in uncirculated condition, with no wear or damage, is extremely rare. This type of penny is highly prized by collectors because it represents a piece of history in pristine form. So, how much could a 1976 penny be worth if it has these special qualities? You might be surprised. The value of a 1976 penny with a double die error, especially in uncirculated condition, can reach some jaw-dropping figures. In fact, these rare coins have been known to fetch up to $87,000. That's right, $87,000 for a single penny. Who would have thought that a coin that's only worth 1 cent at face value could be worth so much? It's not just the double die error that makes the 1976 penny valuable. Even without this flaw, well-preserved pennies from this year can still be worth a decent amount of money. But if you happen to find a penny with that extra doubling in the design or any other minting errors, then you're sitting on a small fortune. These error coins are incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add them to their collections. If you think you might have a valuable 1976 penny on your hands, it's a good idea to take a closer look. Examine the lettering and the date carefully to see if there are any signs of doubling or other errors. If you spot anything unusual, get the coin professionally graded and authenticated to find out its true value. So, the next time you go through your spare change or dig through an old coin collection, keep your eyes peeled for that special 1976 penny. You might just find a hidden gem that could make you a lot of money. And to wrap it up, remember that a rare 1976 penny with the right minting error and in top condition could be worth a staggering $87,000. Top 6, we're diving into a special 1-cent coin from 1978, and trust me, it might just surprise you how valuable it can be. This penny, which may look ordinary at first glance, has some serious collector's appeal that could make it worth an incredible amount of money. You'll want to stick around to the end because the price we're talking about will blow your mind. Now, you may be asking, what makes a 1978 penny so valuable? After all, it's just a coin that was made over 40 years ago. You'd be right, 1978 wasn't exactly a milestone year for US currency. But here's the kicker, there are some rare and extremely valuable versions of the 1978 penny, and they are highly sought after by collectors. The key to their value lies in minting errors and their condition, which can drive the price to staggering heights. One of the main reasons a 1978 penny could be worth so much is due to a rare and highly desirable minting error. We're talking about the double die error. This occurs when a coin is struck multiple times during production, causing the design to be doubled or misaligned. On the 1978 penny, this can appear on the word Liberty or the date 1978 itself. When this happens, it creates a noticeable doubling effect, which is a key feature collectors look for. Double die pennies are some of the most valuable coins out there because they are the result of a mistake during the minting process, making them a unique, one-of-a-kind find. But there's more to it than just the error. Even without a double die, 1978 pennies can still be valuable if they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most of the pennies from this year were used in everyday transactions, so finding one in perfect shape is rare. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been well preserved over the years, and a penny in excellent condition can fetch a pretty penny, pun intended. Now, you might be wondering just how much one of these rare 1978 pennies could actually be worth. The price may surprise you. A 1978 penny with a double die error or in outstanding condition can be worth a small fortune. In fact, some of these coins have been known to sell for an impressive $85,000. Yes, you heard that right, $85,000 for a single penny. That's a whole lot more than its original 1-cent face value, and it's a reminder that even the most humble coins can hide extraordinary value. So, how can you tell if you have a rare 1978 penny on your hands? The first thing to look for is any signs of doubling in the design, particularly around the word Liberty or the date. If you spot any doubling or misalignment, you might be holding onto a true collector's item. And if the coin looks brand new, with no signs of wear or damage, it could be even more valuable. Remember, the rarer the error and the better the condition, the higher the price. If you find a 1978 penny that fits the bill, it's worth getting it professionally graded and authenticated. A certified coin can fetch a much higher price at auction, and having that certification will give you the peace of mind knowing that you're holding a legitimate treasure. Coin collecting is all about finding those hidden gems that others might overlook. So next time you go through your change or dig through your old coins, keep your eyes peeled for a 1978 penny. You might just find a rare double die error or an uncirculated version that could change your financial future. And as we wrap up, don't forget that a 1978 penny in top condition or with a rare minting error could be worth a mind-blowing $85,000. Top 7, we're going to talk about the 1974 1-cent coin, something you probably wouldn't expect to be worth thousands of dollars, but believe it or not, it can be. Stick around as we explore the fascinating world of the 1974 penny and why this coin could be hiding a huge value. You may be wondering, how can a coin from 1974 be worth anything other than its 1-cent value? Well, the truth is, some 1974 pennies have some really unique and rare features that have made them highly valuable to collectors. While most of the 1974 pennies you come across are still just worth 1 cent, there are a few specific varieties and minting errors that can send their value skyrocketing. So let's dive into what makes this coin so special. One of the biggest factors that can make the 1974 penny stand out is the presence of a double die error. A double die occurs when a coin is struck multiple times, leaving behind a doubled image on the design, which can be seen in the lettering or numbers. On the 1974 penny, this error is often noticeable in the word Liberty or the date 1974 itself. If you spot any doubling in these areas, you might have a rare, valuable coin on your hands. These double die errors are among the most sought-after flaws by collectors because they're caused by a mistake at the minting stage, making them extremely rare. The other important factor that adds value to the 1974 penny is its condition. Coins that are well preserved and have been kept in excellent condition for decades are much more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. If you find a 1974 penny that looks almost as good as new, it could be worth far more than its face value, especially if it has a minting error. Coins in uncirculated condition are always in demand, and they're a big draw at auctions, where they often fetch higher prices due to their rarity. Now, how much could a rare 1974 penny actually be worth? The price might shock you. A 1974 penny that has a noticeable double die error and is in great condition can be worth a staggering $89,000. Yes, you read that right, $89,000 for a single penny. Imagine finding a coin like that, which at first glance may have seemed like just another piece of change, and realizing it could be worth enough to change your financial future. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare 1974 pennies? The first step is to carefully inspect the coin for any signs of doubling in the design. Look closely at the word Liberty and the year 1974. If you see any extra outlines or misalignment, you could have found a double die error. Be sure to check the overall condition of the coin as well. Coins that are well preserved with minimal wear are much more valuable. If your penny checks all the boxes, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded and authenticated to get an accurate assessment of its value. Coin collecting can be incredibly rewarding, especially when you find a rare coin like this. And the best part? You don't need to be a seasoned expert to find these valuable pieces. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck and a keen eye for detail. So, the next time you go through your spare change or look through an old coin collection, take a close look at those 1974 pennies. You never know when you might come across a hidden gem. To wrap things up, remember that a 1974 penny with a double die error or in excellent condition could be worth an incredible $89,000. So keep hunting, and maybe your next find will be a life-changing one. Top 8, we've got something truly special for you. In this video, we're diving into the world of the 1973 US 1-cent coin, a coin that might just have a hidden treasure waiting for you. If you think pennies are only worth 1 cent, think again. This little coin could fetch a fortune, and we're about to show you why. So, what makes the 1973 penny so valuable? On the surface, it looks like any other penny, right? It's easy to overlook. But believe it or not, there are certain versions of the 1973 penny that can be worth much more than just a few cents. The key to its value lies in a rare minting error that occurred during production, specifically, the double die error. Let me explain. A double die error happens when a coin is struck twice during the minting process, creating a visible doubling effect in the design. On the 1973 penny, this error can often be found in the word Liberty or the date, 1973, itself. If you examine your penny closely and notice a faint, doubled outline in these areas, you may have just found a rare and valuable coin that could be worth a lot more than a single cent. Double die coins are some of the most highly sought-after treasures in the world of coin collecting. The rarity of these errors, combined with the historical significance of the coin, makes them a top find for any serious collector. But it's not just the minting error that adds value to the 1973 penny. Condition plays a huge role as well. Most pennies from this year were used in everyday transactions, meaning they've been circulated and are often worn or damaged. However, if you happen to find a 1973 penny in exceptional, uncirculated condition, it could be worth even more. Coins that have been well preserved, with no signs of wear and tear, are highly prized by collectors and can fetch higher prices at auctions. Now, I know you're probably wondering, just how much could this rare 1973 penny be worth? The answer might just blow your mind. A 1973 penny with the double die error and in mint condition can be worth as much as $90,000. Yes, you heard that right, $90,000 for a single penny. That's an incredible return on something that was originally worth just 1 cent. Imagine finding this coin tucked away in your change jar or in a pile of old coins you've been holding onto for years. It could be your ticket to a small fortune. So, what should you be looking for when checking your 1973 pennies? First, take a close look at the date and the word Liberty. If you notice any signs of doubling, where the design looks blurry or has two outlines, you could have a double die error on your hands. The next thing to consider is the condition of the coin. If your 1973 penny looks as good as new, it's definitely worth a closer look. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition are much more valuable than those that have been circulated extensively. If you find a 1973 penny with these characteristics, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded and authenticated. Coin experts can assess the rarity and value of your penny, ensuring that you get the most accurate price if you choose to sell it. The higher the grade, the more money it could potentially fetch at auction. Coin collecting is all about spotting hidden treasures, and sometimes, those treasures come in the form of a penny that most people would dismiss as being worth nothing. But with a keen eye and a little bit of luck, that same penny could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. So, next time you go through your spare change or check through an old coin collection, take a moment to inspect those 1973 pennies. You never know, you might be holding onto a rare treasure worth $90,000. Top 9. Today's your lucky day, because we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1979 US 1-cent coin, and trust me, you'll want to stick around to the end to learn just how valuable this penny could be. It may look like any other penny at first, but there's something special about the 1979 version that could turn your pocket change into a treasure trove. You might be asking yourself, what makes a 1979 penny so valuable? Isn't it just another penny? The answer is, not exactly. While most 1979 pennies are still worth their standard 1-cent face value, some have rare features that can make them worth a lot more. One of the main reasons collectors are so interested in 1979 pennies is because of a specific minting error that occurred during production. That's right, some of these pennies were made with a mistake, and those errors can make them worth thousands of dollars. So, what exactly is this error? It's called a double die error, and it's one of the most sought-after flaws in the world of coin collecting. A double die error happens when a coin is struck multiple times during the minting process, causing the design to appear doubled. In the case of the 1979 penny, this error often shows up in the date or in the word Liberty. If you look closely at your 1979 penny and notice that the numbers or letters appear to be doubled or misaligned, you might be looking at a rare and valuable coin, but it's not just the double die error that makes the 1979 penny special. The overall condition of the coin is also a huge factor in determining its value. Most of the 1979 pennies were used in daily transactions, meaning they've been circulated, worn down, and sometimes damaged. However, a 1979 penny that's been carefully preserved, especially one in uncirculated condition, is a rare find. The better the condition of the coin, the higher its value, which is why collectors are constantly on the lookout for pennies in pristine condition. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much could a 1979 penny actually be worth? If you happen to find a 1979 penny with the double die error, or one that is in excellent, uncirculated condition, you could be holding onto a true treasure. Some of these coins have sold for as much as $80,000. That's right, a single 1979 penny could be worth $80,000. It's a pretty incredible value for something that originally cost just 1 cent. So, how do you know if you found one of these valuable 1979 pennies? The key is to examine the details carefully. Look for any signs of doubling, especially on the date and the word Liberty. If you see any kind of doubling or misalignment in these areas, then it's time to get excited. You might have a rare coin on your hands. Also, make sure to check the condition of the coin. If it looks like it's never been used and has no visible signs of wear, you could be sitting on a gold mine. If you think you found a valuable 1979 penny, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a coin expert. They'll be able to determine its authenticity, as well as its condition, which will help you figure out exactly how much it could be worth. Coins in great condition and with minting errors are often highly prized by collectors, so getting it certified could significantly increase its value. Now, keep in mind that while not every 1979 penny will be worth a fortune, the ones with double die errors or in uncirculated condition are the real treasures. So, next time you're going through your coins, take a closer look at those 1979 pennies. You might just find a rare, error-filled penny that could make you a small fortune. To sum it all up, a 1979 penny with a double die error or in top condition could be worth as much as $80,000. That's an amazing amount of money for a single penny, and it's proof that sometimes the most valuable treasures come in the smallest packages. Top 10 and last coin, we've got a treat for you, something that's bound to make you rethink the value of those pennies you might have lying around in your drawers. We're talking about the 1980 US 1-cent coin, a coin that, at first glance, might seem like just another piece of pocket change. But what if I told you that this very penny could be worth tens of thousands of dollars? That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin has some surprising value, and we're going to show you exactly why you should pay attention to it. So, what makes the 1980 penny so special? Well, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. While most of the 1980 pennies you come across are still only worth 1 cent, there are certain versions of the coin that have a rare and valuable minting error. The key error to look out for is called a double die error, which occurs when a coin is struck twice during the minting process. This error results in the design becoming doubled, which can be seen in the letters or numbers on the coin. In the case of the 1980 penny, this double die error is often visible in the date and the word Liberty. So, if you take a close look at your 1980 penny and notice that the numbers in the year or the word Liberty appear doubled or blurry, you could be holding on to a rare and incredibly valuable coin. These double die errors are highly coveted by collectors, and they can dramatically increase the value of a coin. When it comes to coin collecting, errors like these are considered treasure, and finding one can be like striking gold. But it's not just the double die error that can make the 1980 penny so valuable. Condition plays a huge role in a coin's worth. Most pennies from this year were used in everyday transactions and have likely seen their fair share of wear and tear. However, if you happen to find a 1980 penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, that's where the real value lies. A coin that's been well preserved and shows no signs of circulation is a rarity, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins in excellent condition. So, how much could a rare 1980 penny be worth? Hold on to your hats, because the value might just surprise you. If your penny has a double die error or is in excellent condition, it could be worth as much as $76,000. That's right, $76,000 for a single penny. It's mind-blowing to think that a coin, which originally only cost 1 cent, could be worth such a large sum of money today. But that's the magic of coin collecting, and it's why so many collectors are always on the lookout for these rare, valuable finds. Now, you might be wondering how you can tell if your 1980 penny is one of these rare treasures. The first thing to do is carefully inspect the coin. Look closely at the year 1980 and the word Liberty. If you notice any doubling or misalignment in these areas, you could have found an error coin that's worth a small fortune. Next, check the condition of the coin. If it looks like it's never been used and still shines like new, then you might be holding onto something even more valuable. If you think you found a rare 1980 penny, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded. A professional grader can determine the authenticity of the coin and assess its condition, giving you a more accurate value. A certified coin can often fetch a much higher price at auction, and having that certification will give you peace of mind knowing that you've got a legitimate treasure. So, the next time you go through your loose change, take a closer look at those 1980 pennies. You might just have a rare gem on your hands that could turn into a significant payday. Remember, the key to finding these valuable coins is keeping an eye out for the signs of minting errors, and always checking the condition of the coin. To wrap things up, a 1980 penny with a double die error or in excellent, uncirculated condition could be worth as much as $76,000. It's proof that sometimes, the most unexpected items can turn out to be worth far more than you could ever imagine. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.